India Pack, and several events and conferences in Mumbai and across the country, culminating to the grand finale today. We are proud and honored to have with us today our chief guests, guest of honor, special guests, invited dignitaries, esteemed members of the governing body, members of the Indian Institute of Packaging with their families, and the students for today's Golden Jubilee closing ceremony function. At this point, may I request Mr. R.V.S. Ramakrishna, Chairman, Indian Institute of Packaging, and Dr. N.C. Saha, Director, Indian Institute of Packaging, to kindly escort our chief guest, Commerce Secretary Srimati Rita Teotia, our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization, and our special guest, Shri R.R. Rashmi, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, to the dais. Thank you very much, sirs and madam, for being here. It is customary in Indian tradition to invoke the blessings of the Almighty before commencement of any auspicious event. So it's that time of the evening where I invite the postgraduate diploma students of the Indian Institute of Packaging to recite the Saraswati Bandana on this occasion as our tribute to the goddess of knowledge, Ma Saraswati. Thank you very much, dear students. ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, I now have great pleasure in inviting a seasoned scholar in the field of agriculture, technology, and packaging, who has been a member of different committees under the Government of India and has even worked as a domain expert along with the Ministry of Science and Technology. He currently serves as the Secretary General of Asian Packing Federation and Vice President, World Packaging Organization. As I invite him to speak to us on this grand evening, please help me welcome with a generous round of applause Dr. N.C. Saha, the Director, Indian Institute of Packaging.
Very good evening. Our respected Chief Guest, Srimati Rita Teotia, the Commerce Secretary, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan, Dr. B.N. Suresh, the Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, our special guest, Sri R.R. Rashmi, Additional Secretary, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, our guest, Mr. Mongia, the Development Commissioner of Ships from Mumbai, Sri R.V.S. Ramakrishna, Chairman IIP, the esteemed governing body members, the industry stalwarts, academician, Vijay Marchand, the Managing Director of Polycraft, the members of the Institute, the guest faculty from the different institutions, the students from various science and engineering college of Mumbai University, my beloved students of PG Diploma, press, media, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I have the privilege to warmly welcome our chief guest, Srimati Rita Teotia, the Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, for her kind consent to be here in spite of our hectic schedule at Delhi. Ma'am, we are fortunate to get you in your kind presence in our institute for the second time within a period of 2 months. That clearly indicates about your concern, your seriousness about our institute, and also on the subject of packaging, which is very much relevant today, where the Government of India is taking all kind of initiative for the growth of export market. Ma'am, please accept our sincere thanks and gratitude for your kind presence and also to grace the occasion. I also warmly welcome our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan, Dr. B.N. Suresh, the Honorary Distinguished Professor, the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, who has kindly agreed to come here from Bangalore to grace this occasion. I have a pleasure to refer the first telephonic conversation what I had with Professor Suresh. He initially asked me a question about how he could be related to the packaging subject. After my explanation, he had admitted that even in space science, he feels that there is a great relevance and requirement of packaging for the transportation of satellites. And sir, I believe that might have attracted you to come here as a special invitation to the IIP today. I also take the opportunity to welcome Sri R.R. Rashmi, the Additional Secretary, Minister of Commerce, Government of India, as a special guest, who is our mentor of our institute, and his constant guidance, moral support, and help for the last 2 years, the institute has been able to take number of initiatives and take further to a great height. Sir, we are extremely grateful to you for your kind presence here today. I also welcome Sri R.V.S. Ramakrishna, the Chairman of the institute, who is the guiding force, who always pushes me to take the new initiative and to make this institute a world-class organization. I, on behalf of the Indian Institute of Packaging, extremely thankful to your chairman and also the esteemed governing body members for their constant guidance, support, encouragement for the growth of packaging industry. It's really an historical moment for all of us who has been associated with this prestigious institute for the last 50 years. It is indeed a matter of great jubilation for all of us to organize this closing ceremony of Golden Jubilee Year of Indian Institute of Packaging. 50 years is really a long journey for the institute, which started in a very modest way on 14 May 1966 in a rented premises at Worli, Mumbai, as a society with a great initiative by the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, with the active support of leading packaging and allied industries in India. Finally, the institute moved into this campus in 1974, and the campus has got a land of more than 10-acre plot by the MIDC, who's been allotted. And today, we are lucky to have such a land in a prime location at Andheri, Mumbai. But considering the growth of packaging industry, the institute has expanded in a big way by making its presence today across the country. Today, the institute has got 5 branches in Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. In addition, the government of Assam has also allotted a land at Guwahati, and we are in process of making that center operational. We are also in process to get an allotment of 25 acres of land at Kakinada, which is declared as a smart city and under the East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, and the land would be allotted free of cost by the state government of Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last 50 years, the institute has also expanded its activities by keeping the main objective in mind, the promotion of export market by way of innovative package design and development, and also to upgrade the packaging standard at national level. The institute is mainly emphasizing its activities in 2 areas: the long-term and short-term training and educational program in packaging, research and development. Under R&D, the institute has got 3 wings: the testing and certification of packaging material and packages, consultancy services, research on food packaging and other non-food products to enhance the shelf life of food product, and making a cost-effective package design for non-food items. The flagship program of the institute is the 2 years postgraduate diploma in packaging technology, so-called PGDP, which was started by the institute in 1985. Over the last 30 years, more than 3,500 students have been qualified from this institute, and they are all well absorbed in the leading FMCG company in India and abroad. I feel happy and proud to mention here that most of our alumni has occupied the senior level decision-making position in almost all the FMCG company in India and abroad. I think more than 100 alumni are also present here today in this closing ceremony of Golden Jubilee year, who had participated in another event in the today morning, so-called Career Fest, to highlight packaging as a career option. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be very happy to learn the institute is now globally recognized, including the World Packaging Organization, WPO, that Indian Institute of Packaging is considered to be the largest institute in the world in terms of the infrastructural facilities. We are extremely thankful to Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, for their constant financial support to expand these infrastructural facilities and also to make the presence of the institute across the country. It is a well-known fact that without the support of Government of India, it would have not been possible for us to grow so fast in this particular area. The packaging testing laboratory of the institute is the only packaging testing laboratory in India and probably in the Asian region which has got accredited to NABL as per ISO IEC 17025 and recognized by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, to undertake the testing of packaging material and packages. Moreover, the institute has been authorized as a competent authority by DG Shipping and DGCA, Government of India, as a competent authority for the testing of bulk packages for the carriage of dangerous goods, and also to issue the UN certificate for the export either by sea or air respectively. Today, the UN certificate has become a mandatory requirement for the export of dangerous goods, including the chemicals. In the education front, the institute has trained till date more than 12,000 professionals in the field of packaging who has undertaken the training from the institute through the different short-term and long-term training programs. The governing body of the institute has taken a great initiative for the last 6 years to make a complete transformation of the institute by expanding its infrastructural facilities in all the centers of the institute with the great financial support by the Department of Commerce, Government of India. In addition, the institute has also taken a lot of efforts to get the global recognition by increasing its activities in the field of packaging. In fact, the Institute stepped into its Golden Jubilee year last year on 14 May 2015, where the inaugural function of the Golden Jubilee year, which was organized at the same place in a grand manner. And our Additional Secretary, R.R. Rashmi, has also kindly accepted, and he was present even on the last year during the inaugural function. A great initiative was taken during that time that to introduce a new logo of the Institute by considering its vision and mission. Subsequently, the Institute has organized series of events in the form of the various national and international seminar and conference, which was organized throughout the year at the different centers of the Institute. And this has really helped the Institute to enhance the image of the Institute in the country. At the same time, the Institute introduced for the first time the robes during Golden Jubilee Convocation Program, which was also blessed by our Honorable Commerce Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, who made a present here on 7th November 2015. In addition, we had also organized the World Packaging Congress for the first time with the participation of 1,200 delegates from India and abroad, including the representatives of 35 member countries of World Packaging Organization. This was probably the largest international conference in packaging organized by any packaging institute in the world. The Congress was organized in coinciding with the 6th edition of International Packaging Exhibition, India Pack 2015, the Buyer Sellers Meet, World Packaging Organization Board Meeting, India Fair Award Night, etc. Recently, the activities of the Institute has been reviewed by the Department of Commerce. Government of India constitute a standing advisory committee, so-called SAC committee, under the chairmanship of our Additional Secretary, R.R. Rashmi, where all the commodity boards have been involved to take the services of the Institute. Now, as per the direction of the Standing Advisory Committee, the Institute is now emphasizing its activities in 3 areas: export promotion, by way of formulating the packaging specification in line with Bureau of Indian Standard and Food Standard and Safety Authority of India, FSSAI, for domestic and export market; packaging education by introducing B.Tech and M.Tech program in packaging technology and management, and also on packaging research to develop innovative, environmentally friendly alternative packaging material for food and non-food packaging application. In line with this, the Institute has also prepared a vision document, so-called Vision 2024, and which will be released today at the hands of our respected chief guest. In addition, we have also taken an initiative to release the first international research journal, so-called Journal of Packaging Technology and Research, JPTR, which will be published by the renowned international publisher, Springer, and I believe the senior editor of Springer, Ms. Swati Maharshi, she is present here today. The synopsis of this journal will be released today at the hands of our guest of honor. In addition, a corporate film is produced, which is prepared by considering all the activities, and the achievement is done by the Institute, which will also be released at the hands of our chief guest. The Institute had got its first patent for the packaging of palm-based liquid jaggery, so-called null and good, in the laminated collapsible tube to enhance the shelf life from 2 days to 3 months in assistance with the government of West Bengal. By considering all the 3 activities, the Institute will act as a nodal organization in the country to provide all kinds of services related to packaging for domestic and export market. In the same line, the Institute has also submitted a comprehensive proposal to the Department of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, for their kind consideration, and also to recognize this Institute as an institution of national importance as per the Act of Parliament, so that the Institute will be in a position to commence the B.Tech and M.Tech program in packaging technology and management by next year. I am confident our chief guest, Madam Rita Tutia, the Commerce Secretary, will definitely look into our proposal so that we will be able to achieve the mission very soon. With this, I once again welcome our chief guest, our guest of honor, our special guest, the governing body members, and all the guests who made it possible by making their gracious presence here today, and to make this closing ceremony of Golden Jubilee year a grand success and memorable one. Thanking you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saha, for taking us through the journey of the Indian Institute of Packaging. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, in our culture, the lighting of the lamp invokes the energy of the superior power, and therefore the ceremonious occasion is carried out with divine blessings. So to commence the proceedings of the closing function of the Golden Jubilee Year celebration with the lighting of the auspicious lamp, may I request our chief guest, our guest of honor, special guests, and all other dignitaries on the dais to please step forward for the lighting of the lamp. Thank you so much, dear sirs and madam. Ladies and gentlemen, on this ceremonious occasion, we have the privilege of having among us three extremely distinguished persons who have generously and readily given us their time by being present here. Dear sirs and madam, as a token of our gratitude for your presence this evening, we would like to present to you a floral bouquet and a memento. And to do the honors, may I now request Chairman IIP, Shri R.V.S. Ramakrishna, to greet our Honorable Chief Guest, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Srimati Rita Teotia, with the floral bouquet. And I also request Dr. N.C. Saha, Director IIP, to present a memento to our Honorable Chief Guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Honorable Chief Guest. I would also request Dr. Saha to greet our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization, with a floral bouquet and a memento. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. B.N. Suresh. And may I now request Shri R.V.S. Ramakrishna to kindly present a floral bouquet and memento to our special guest, Shri R.R. Rashmi, IAS, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Once again, thank you very much, sirs and madam. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, we have with us our special guest this evening who has served India in many noteworthy capacities. From looking after trade with Europe to serving as an advisor in the Indian Foreign Mission in Brussels, he has also been India's points man for climate change negotiations in the United Nations. He's been conferred with the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration in the year 2008. Shri R.R. Lakshmi is our window to the central government for dialogue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warmly welcome him with a huge round of applause, IAS Additional Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Shri R.R. Lakshmi. Sir, request you to please say a few words.
A very good afternoon to all ladies and gentlemen here. Respected Commerce Secretary, Government of India, Madam Rita Teotia, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorary Professor and Founder Director of ISRO, Mr. Ramakrishnan, Chairman of the IIP, Dr. N.C. Saha, Director IIP, the faculty, the students, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, including the representatives of industry who are stakeholders of IIP here. I once again welcome you this afternoon today. On the occasion of the closing celebrations of the Golden Jubilee year, last year about this time we had this function here when our Commerce Minister was here, and she was kind enough to be here and spell out her vision about the growth of IIP, how it can contribute to the industry, and how we can work together to enable IIP to reach greater heights. We have been working towards this vision for quite some time. I have been associated with the IIP for the last 2 years, and in my short period of association I have seen the distinguished work that the industry is doing, the academicians who are associated with this institution, how they are contributing to its growth, and it has been a very, very extremely happy and satisfying experience, learning experience in some ways for me personally. And I am thankful. I must congratulate all the stakeholders of IIP who have contributed a great deal to shaping of IIP and helping it reach its current status. Now, there are ways in which IIP definitely can be further supported, and it needs to grow to be able to support the industry and do its contribute its might to the industry. I'm sure since we have the benefit of the presence of the Commerce Secretary, who is our leader in the department, and she is at the helm of affairs in the ministry. This being a creature and an important institution of the ministry, we will need her full support for the growth of this institution, and I am confident that with her presence here, with the vision which she'll shortly outline for you, we will be able to take IIP to further greater levels. In the last year, Dr. Saha has been chosen as the Vice President of the World Packaging Organization. This itself is a measure of recognition of the institute and its activities. Last year, we also set up a standing advisory committee in the department to help IIP concretize its contribution in some of the key areas. And some of those areas Mr. Saha was outlining in his report. one of the key areas which we are concerned with is the export promotion, and packaging is key. The quality of packaging that we have is key to the growth of exports and in the value addition to the exports. And it is true not just of exports but also in the domestic market. Unless we improve the quality of packaging, the value addition which we can do will not be fully recognized and fully articulated. So it is in the interest of all of us that we work towards this, to standardize the quality of packaging. And we have requested the IIP to come up with certain specific standards for certain products which command a larger presence in our export basket. I am happy that at least in some of the food products where packaging is key to its survival, for its longevity, IIP has taken a lead, and with the help of APIDA or in collaboration with APIDA, it has been able to come up with specific standards for about 23 or 24 products. We need to go beyond this. There are plantation commodities, there are other food related commodities where we can do larger work. And this will be a challenge which we have to meet in the next 1 or 2 years. The other area is of packaging research. We are happy that the IIP has been able to establish an innovation center, or a technology innovation center, if I may say, which has become functional, but this needs to grow. This needs to diversify its activities and scale up its vision. And there the support of industry will be crucial. The future growth of IIP has to be on many fronts. It needs an organizational change. It needs to evolve itself in terms of its packaging research dimension, and it also needs to establish itself as a nodal point or a channel for voicing the concerns of the industry. Now, I understand that the packaging is one industry where there is currently no national body. There are sectoral panels which are working in various fields, in vertical sections of the industry, but we will have to innovate here and with the help of IIT create some kind of body which can voice the concerns of the industry. I understand that the interests are diverse. There are people who are associated with the materials, there are people who are users of the products, there are people who are associated with research, but all of them, I am sure, with your imagination, with your devotion to the task, we should be able to use our resources and come up with some kind of innovative model in which IIP can be involved to work and deliver this task for us. I'm sure the IIP will continue to play a pivotal role in future to cater to the emerging demands in the packaging industry, and the way it is growing through its headquarters in Bombay and in the regional centers, I'm sure the prospects are bright. But the bottom line of all these activities is the resources which we can generate with the help of the government and the industry. And here again I would like to stress the point that in the 50th year of IIP we should rededicate ourselves to this task of being able to support the IIP to grow further and generate as much resources as we can to help it meet its vision. I congratulate once again the management, the faculty, the office bearers, the students, and the industry leaders who are associated with IIP in both past and present on achieving this milestone, this 50th year of existence of IIP, and I wish it to continue to prosper and excel in promoting this sector in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri R.R. Rashmi, for sharing your thoughts with us. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, among all the milestones IIP has been busy achieving in the Golden Jubilee year, the Institute realizes that to fulfill its vision and mission is to have foresight. Therefore, to charter its course of action in the coming years to boost packaging education, research and export promotion, the Institute has prepared a document, or what we call a roadmap, titled Vision 2024. And it's only fitting that we release this very crucial document on this very historical evening. Therefore, to release the Vision 2024 document, I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Srimati Rita Teotia, to do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause as we're unveiling the Vision 2024 document. Thank you so much, Madam. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian Institute of Packaging has also produced a new corporate film which will showcase the multifaceted activities of the Institute to the outside world, providing a glimpse of its services towards the growth and promotion of the packaging industry. We definitely couldn't have found a better occasion to launch this film than this grand evening. Therefore, may I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and India, Srimati Rita Teotia, to kindly release IIP's corporate film. Madam, please press the play button and we screen the film. There you go.
Successful years in the life of an organization don't just happen. Half a century can only be the outcome of consistent vision, perfect mission, innovation, productivity, professionalism, and most importantly, the flexibility to reinvent the entity in the face of an ever-changing scenario. The Indian Institute of Packaging, IIP, is a national apex body set up in 1966 by the Packaging and Allied Industries and the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, with the specific objective for promotion of the export market and also to improve packaging standards at the national level. The Institute began its activities in a very humble way with its head office at Mumbai, and now it has expanded with branches located at Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, and Guwahati. The Institute has close rapport with international organizations like World Packaging Organization and Asian Packaging Federation to meet the growing demand from industrial units in both the organized and unorganized sector for qualified technical manpower. The Institute offers several long-term and short-term programs. The Postgraduate Diploma in Packaging, PGDP, the Distance Education Program, DEP, the Intensive Training Course, ITC, the Executive Development Program, EDP, the 1-month Entrepreneurship Development Program. IIP is probably the first packaging institute in the world to hold training programs for women entrepreneurs. Besides training programs, seminars, national and international conferences on specific subjects of a day to a week duration are also organized by the Institute across the country. The Institute also conducts residential training programs for African citizens and member countries of WPO and APF at its campus in Mumbai. The Institute has state-of-the-art infrastructural facilities at all its centers to provide an excellent environment for research, education, and training. The Institute's library is acclaimed as one of the best libraries in the world in the field of packaging, with a stock of more than 9,000 textbooks, journals, and periodicals sourced from all over the world. The Research and Development Division of the Institute has 3 cells, namely Testing and Certification, Consultancy and Projects, and R&D cell. The Institute has well-equipped testing laboratories with more than 180 types of precision-based equipment and the capacity to carry out more than 350 types of tests on all forms of packaging material and packages. Under consultancy and projects, the Institute carries out advisory visits for the improvement of packaging systems to provide spot suggestions and useful guidelines for reduction of manpower, more efficient production, and use of alternative packaging materials. Research and Development is a new wing of the Institute. A technology innovation center focuses on the R&D of alternative packaging materials, shelf life studies for perishable goods, and the optimization of packaging standards. The Institute publishes a bi-monthly magazine called Packaging India, a technical magazine in the field of packaging. The Institute conducts national and international packaging exhibitions under the banner of India Pack. The international exhibition, called India Pack, is conducted by the Institute every 3 years. INDPAC, the annual national exhibition, organized at various cities around the country, offers the packaging industry an opportunity to display the latest trends and technology on packaging materials and machinery. The Institute also participates in well-known international packaging exhibitions to explore export possibilities of Indian packaging materials and packages. The Institute organizes the India Star Awards, the National Award for Excellence in Packaging, to promote and encourage excellence in packaging design, innovation, and sustainability. The Pack Machine Award also symbolizes achievement in the field of packaging and converting machinery, material handling, and testing equipment. These awards are biannual events organized by the Institute to motivate the Indian packaging industry.
It's a proud moment for me to mention here that this prestigious institute has successfully completed its 50 years, and the Golden Jubilee year is being celebrated by the Institute from 14 May 2015 to 14 May 2016. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, the esteemed members of the governing body, and the dedicated employees of the Institute and the entire packaging fraternity for their constant support to make this institute from a tiny organization to a national body in the field of packaging. The Secretariat of APF has also been shifted from Thailand to India for the last 3 years. As per the published statistical data, about 86% of packaging material is consumed for processed food products, including beverages. Considering the importance of this subject, the Institute have organized 42 workshops on food packaging in association with Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India during the last 5 years. As a Vision 2024 of the Institute has set its goal to emphasize its activities mainly in 3 areas: export promotion by way of formulating the packaging standard for exportable commodities, upgrading the packaging education by introducing BTech and MTech program in packaging technology and management, packaging research to develop cost-effective, environment-friendly, and alternative packaging material for domestic and export market. By achieving 3 areas, the Institute is looking forward to get the approval from Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India as institution of national importance as per Act of Parliament.
The Indian Institute of Packaging is committed to make India as a focal point for contemporary developments in art, science, technology, and engineering in the field of packaging. As the Indian Institute of Packaging celebrates its 50 glorious years, they do not reminisce about the past. They do not ponder on possibilities. They surge headlong into the future with a fresh outlook and new initiatives to achieve the top-ranked position in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause for that phenomenal movie. Well, the Institute has always endeavored to add value to the industry in many ways. This evening, IIP is proud to announce yet another valuable and important publication. Yes, we are proud to announce the release of a peer-reviewed international research journal in packaging, which is the first packaging journal in Asia and Africa. Yes, this journal will be published from January 2017 in collaboration with the global leader in publications, Messrs. Springer Publishing Company. A synopsis of this forthcoming Journal of Packaging Technology and Research has been compiled by the Institute. The synopsis of this prestigious journal will be released on this auspicious evening by the hands of our guest of honor, Padma Bhushan Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Journal of Packaging Technology and Research. Thank you very much, sirs and madam. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, the accolades and titles of our next guests are exemplary and to me absolutely awe-inspiring. This personality is a distinguished scientist, has been the director, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, the founder director of Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Trivandrum, the head of Indian delegation for the UN Committee on Peaceful Uses of Outer Space, and was chosen chairman of the prestigious United Nations Scientific and Technical Committee 2006, which was the very first time someone was chosen from a developing country. In recognition of his invaluable and ingenious contributions to science and technology, he has been conferred the Padma Shri Award in 2002 and the Padma Bhushan Award in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome with a round of applause Padma Bhushan Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization. Sir, request you to please share your thoughts to this august gathering.
Good evening. Srimati Rita Evoshia, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Ranjan Rashmi, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Mr. R.V.S. Ramakrishna, Chairman, Indian Institute of Packaging. Professor N.C. Shah, Director, Indian Institute of Packaging. Packaging industry leaders, distinguished faculty members of IIP, invited guests, and my dear students. First of all, let me congratulate the entire fraternity of IIP on this happy occasion of the grand finale of Golden Jubilee celebrations of IIP. I also felt very happy to release the first ever journal, which is something unique. I think we must congratulate on this important initiative. I always consider packaging is a very elegant combination of art, science and technology. It looks easy, but very difficult. To master the packaging technology, I think the industry leaders who are here, they would watch with me that it's a very complex task. Of course, when we say packaging, it has so much diversity in terms of many products, whether it's paper, plastics, pharmaceuticals, food products, one can go on and on. And what is important in all is how do we dovetail the product to the unique packaging needs. We are fully conscious of this because I have been working in the space department for the last more than 4 decades. And you may be aware that the products that we realize, whether it is for rockets or spacecraft, each one is unique, expensive, very fragile, and we have to look after each product like a baby. And you also may be aware that the products are realized all over the India, and all those products come to different centers of ISRO, then it moves on to Sriharikota for final integration and launch. Why I am mentioning that is that these products are to be appropriately packaged, transported, and ensure that no damage happens. I am sure that this institute has been dealing with packaging requirement of several products, but I am not sure that whether they would have heard any difficulties involved in packaging this kind of fragile products, be it the space department or defense or atomic energy, these kind of strategic departments where they deal with unique products, and in each one of the places they move from different part of the country to different place. What is important is that I know that when it comes to the packaging of various other products, there is special requirements like appropriate to the product, attractive to the consumer, and there should not be any complaint from the consumer, they should not be misled. There are many factors. But fortunately for us who are dealing with this kind of strategic departments, although the packaging is important, we don't have that kind of constraints. But what is more important is the kind of vagaries of the environment, the shock, vibration, corrosion, temperature, many things that are involved. How do we really do that? See, we move, for example, satellite which is built in Bangalore, sometimes to Sriharikota when we launch, and many times you may be aware they are launched either from Kourou in South America, that is part of European Space Program, or in Russia, and it really moves from continent to continent. While it happens that it is important that it takes care of all these vagaries of transportation and movement and ensure that the satellite which is kept in the container is free from all these disturbances. In fact, we build a very specialized mock-up package of the spacecraft and build a container, provide the necessary suspension system so that it doesn't really face the vagaries of the shock, vibration, temperature, and instrument it and measure it and take it across the entire journey from Bangalore to Chennai, Chennai to Sriharikota, and ensure that they are all well within the limits. And I am aware that these things, in our case, being one of a kind, we have certain specialized requirement in terms of meeting the packaging requirement to the product. So we have a very specialized packaging unit in ISRO Center to deal with whether it's rocketry or spacecraft, and they would consider all these aspects. The one thing that you have brought is that the product designer, they get into the continuous dialogue with the packaging expert right in the beginning. Not the product is realized and then go to the packaging. That will put us in real trouble. Just for example, that one of the products that we realize may have a protrusion, may have something appended to that, and if we don't consult the concerned packaging experts, it may be very difficult to package and send it safely. So many times, based on the inputs that we get from the packaging experts, we do look into the redesign aspects and see that the design meets the packaging requirements. And I'm very happy to see here that while spending some time before coming for this meeting, all various industry leaders discussing very closely with IIP, and then they have a very close link between the institute which is involved in the research and education and the concerned users. And I'm also very happy to see that I was told more than 3,500 students have gone out of this institute and spread over all over the globe and holding important responsible positions. That shows the kind of contribution this institute is doing for the country. On this happy occasion of Golden Jubilee celebrations, I only wish that this institute grows in size and scales much greater heights in the coming years, and the needs of the packaging is felt and fulfilled by this institute. See, one thing I would like to mention is I mentioned about our own packaging, but we call, for example, building the rocket science, you would have heard. Why I am mentioning is it is so difficult to build them, but I feel it is much more difficult to package them. So the packaging is certainly a very complex task which very few would realize. So I think that message has to go across all the packaging industries, and today it is definitely how to really package in a nice manner, make it attractive, meet the customer requirement, and at the same time meet all ethical needs, what is required to meet the end goal. That is very important. And let me convey my very best wishes to the institute that it will come up with glorious colors in the coming years, and wish you all the very best. And let me also thank Professor Saha. He won't leave me. His perseverance only has brought me here. And he would call almost every week and then insist that you should come. And more than him, I feel that I gained a much more understanding the institute and the packaging needs, and also to realize that so much is involved in packaging and so many industry leaders are here to support the institute and take it forward. So once again, my congratulations and all the very best for the future of this institute. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Padma Bhushan Dr. B. N. Suresh, for those very valuable and encouraging words. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to invite a lady who redefines our perspective of women and reinstates that behind every successful woman is a woman herself. She's played several pivotal roles in her career as MD Gujarat Industries Power Company Limited, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, as Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Rural Development, and as Special Secretary in Department of Telecommunications, Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, Government of India. Let's welcome with a round of applause, and may I request Srimati Rita Tiotia, Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, to kindly address this august gathering.
Very good evening. Dr. Suresh, Honorary Distinguished Professor, Indian Space Research Organization, my colleague, Mr. Rajni Ranjan Rashmi, Additional Secretary in the Department, Mr. R.V. Ramakrishnan, Chairman, Indian Institute of Packaging, Dr. Saha, Director, members of the board of the Indian Institute of Packaging, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here at the end of the year spent celebrating the Golden Jubilee of this institution, and the fact that the Indian Institute of Packaging has emerged as a unique institution in our country that has been working, researching, forging new grounds in the areas of the packaging sector. I believe that in the last 5 decades, this institution has become an inextricable element of our industry, and its contribution and footprint is evident across nearly every field of production and manufacturing in the country. Today, packaging is a sunrise sector, and the growth rates are of the order of magnitude of 15% annually, and in a slowing global world, this is really a significant growth rate. We estimate that around 2020, the total turnover from the packaging industry in India will exceed $28 billion. It's in this context that the Indian Institute of Packaging is poised to be at the vanguard of India's packaging industry, providing technical support, the human resources, as well as innovation and new directions. Packaging is very critical to preservation, protection, market appeal, branding. Much of this has been talked about by Professor Suresh. But I would urge that the Indian Institute of Packaging, as you cross this milestone, as you have seen yourself grow from one campus to now 5 functioning campuses, 2 more that will soon become operational, and a 3rd that is under consideration, to work very proactively and consciously on the area of standards and specifications. I believe that this is an area in which the original work has to be done by the technical faculty, by the experts, by the basic research coming out of this institution to lay down the highest standards and the specifications which are required for the packaging sector. And this is an area I think that we need to focus as we now move on. Our packaging industry, barring a few honorable exceptions, is in the area of largely small-scale sector. And while a lot of good work is being done in the small-scale sector and our packaging industry has done a lot of innovations, I do feel that SME sector is not able to put in money into research and development of the way that very large multinationals or large companies can do. And we are going to have to deal with this issue as we go ahead. I think the need to collaborate with the user industry to understand the needs, the requirements, and then to take on the research responsibilities to deliver on those requirements is an area in which this institution should lead the way. I believe, therefore, that it is time for IIP to actually look actively, aggressively at industry partnerships for research, for project work, and for preparing standards and specifications. During the last 50 years, this institution has established its position globally. The journal is a very timely marker of that position, the kind of recognition the institution has developed. And I believe that it's incumbent on us as we chart the next 50 years to look at what those new directions are and what are the additional avenues for us to grow. I'm happy that we were able to launch the Vision 2024 document today. And I note, as Dr. Saha flagged, that the vision focuses on three broad areas. And one is the export specification promotion through formulating the production specifications for commodity goods. I believe, yes, the BIS and the food safety standards bodies, but we in turn need to work with the standard setting bodies to set and upgrade the standards for the packaging sector. These are never static. These will need to move on, and I think that the work of undertaking review, upgradation, and developing new standards is an area also that we should work, and we need to work with the standard setting bodies. At the same time, one of the challenges that standard setting bodies and regulatory frameworks have is the issue of enforcement. We need to be able to supply simple tools to be able to ensure the enforcement of standards so that the reputation of the products that come out of our industry remains throughout the global markets. I note that the Indian Institute of Packaging has suggested that they believe that in order to add value, this should be an institute of national importance. One of the objectives, of course, is to be able to provide degrees to our students, to provide the appropriate level of recognition. I believe on this road, we need to augment our infrastructure. We need to augment our laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment, and we need to work towards faculty building and strengthening. The Department of Commerce will certainly work shoulder to shoulder with IIP on this task, and I believe that the industry too will step up to join hands to take this institution forward across its multiple campuses in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the kind of capacities that we need to develop. So my focus today really is one on the way ahead for the next few decades, and that to me looks that we need to strengthen what we do in much stronger ways, to forge very strong industry collaborations with the user industry as well as with the packaging sector, and to work on the standards and specification space. I once again would like to congratulate Dr. Saha as well as the faculty of this institution, the students of this institution, and the alumni who have brought pride to us all in the years past and today, for taking this institution to where it has come and for being instrumental in charting the vision for the next few decades and leading the process on. I wish you all the very best, and I hope that this institution will continue to make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam, for sharing with us your insights and assuring your support. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, it is now my pleasure to welcome a gentleman who joined ITW Signode India Limited in 1982 and ever since has been inducted on the board of directors as a whole-time director and later became the managing director of the company. He is presently the Group President Signode India, China, Japan, Korea and ASEAN. Ladies and gentlemen, I now request Shri R.V.S. Ramakrishna, Chairman, Indian Institute of Packaging, to please propose the vote of thanks.
Srimati Rita Teotia, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Government of India. Padma Bhushan Dr. B.N. Suresh, Founder Director, Indian Space Research Organization. Shri Rajani Ranjan Rashmi, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Commerce. Dr. Saha, my colleagues on the governing board, alumni, students, all employees of IAP, ladies and gentlemen. All good things come to an end. I mean, this is about this function, but more than this function, I think it also comes to a close of the celebration of the Golden Jubilee year. I mean, we started this event about a year ago, exactly in the same venue, and I can't believe that a year is already gone past. I think it went past so rapidly, fundamentally because of so many things we've done in the Institute of Packaging. I think we've had an event every month in each location, which I think has really galvanized the industry, the colleagues, and brought tremendous response even from the alumni and the industry at large. This led to so many activities, and I think its expectations from IIP certainly have gone much higher. And of course, I think everybody's talked about, I've been taking a pause, taking stock of what we've accomplished in the last 5 decades, which is certainly, I think, what we should all be very proud of. I mean, certainly the outstanding ones are the demand for setting up this institute in each of the states, how well our alumni is doing in the industries and packaging development, I mean, not only in India, but globally. And of course, the rapid advances we made in testing, consultancy, education, and services. Of course, I think based on what was said, the Commerce Ministry has been a tremendous source of support and also has set a very ambitious vision which was revealed in the areas of education, research and export promotion. I think this sets the path for the next 50 years, which I think is very ambitious, extremely demanding, and I think this can be only accomplished if all stakeholders of the packaging fraternity kind of come together to make this happen. Like has been mentioned, I mean, the immediate needs are obviously in terms of infrastructure, in terms of people itself, in terms of talent, knowledge, and the resources. And to make all this happen, I think what we really need to do, I mean, there is support from the Commerce Ministry, which I think everybody has emphasized, but I think what needs to step up is in terms of the industry itself even coming forward to support these ambitious programs in terms of resources, in terms of ideas, in terms of knowledge, in terms of encouraging research and things like that. Apart from that, I think we need to take ideas from the alumni. They should be a big source of strength in terms of what they've accomplished, what really needs to be done in terms of what the needs of the industry are, the faculty and the current students itself. The packaging fraternity is very diversified, very scattered, very fragmented. But if we can just get all this packaging fraternity itself together, I think it will be a huge, huge source of strength. And like it's been mentioned, it's mostly in the MSME sector, which makes it that much more challenging. So what we really look forward to is that we all come together and work towards this ambitious vision, which I think makes life exciting for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's my duty to propose a word of thanks, and there's no better way than this to end this evening and, of course, the Golden Jubilee year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we come to the close of the formal evening of the Golden Jubilee year. What an incredible 50 years this has been for IIP. But now, of course, it is time for us to usher into a new era with a new vision and laser focus which IIP has and will forever keep. Ladies and gentlemen, let's close this Golden Jubilee with the national anthem, which will be testimony to our commitment to the next beautiful 50 years of IIP. I request you all to please rise for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे गावे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गावे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's now time for me to thank all our dignitaries for gracing us with their presence this beautiful evening. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear guests, let's put our hands together and give a huge round of applause in respect for all our dignitaries and guests for sharing with us their invaluable time on this grand occasion. So I request you now to kindly escort our chief guests, honorable guests, and special guests off the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to please take your seats as our special guests leave the arena. I request you to continue to be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as our guests leave the arena, I request you to kindly remain seated. A very good evening. Yes, this evening is now going to be a good and musical evening. We have among us today a renowned and globally recognized tabla player of the Banaras Gharana. He hails from a musician's family, has been trained by tabla maestro, and has played the tabla with Indian and international artists for many, many years now globally. He has won many accolades for his performances across the world. However, if you ask me, what truly, truly defines him is the passion he has for his art and craft. Yes, when he plays the tabla, the energy in the room is propelled as the tabla bowls flow effortlessly. He is no ordinary tabla player. He is known to up the creative quotient of classical Indian music and play tunes which are magnificent and one of a kind. Tonight, he, along with his entire team, presents to us a scintillating live musical and dance performance called Naad Tandav. This unique fusion of music and dance, several classical dance forms, is going to take your breath away. So once again, hold on to your seats and get ready for a spectacular performance, and help me welcome with a huge round of applause the renowned tabla maestro, Pandit Kalinath Mishra.
Such a wonderful audience and to be part of this wonderful event. Tonight we have some brilliant artists who are not only well known in India, but they are also internationally acclaimed, performing various dance styles and rhythm styles over here, which is quite a rare event in itself. But when an ensemble like this comes together, it gives birth to Naad Tandav. आज के दौर में मनोरंजन की परिभाषा बदल चुकी है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद कुछ लोग हैं जिन्हें असली कला की पहचान है, जो उसका अर्थ समझते हैं और ये समझते हैं कि कला से सिर्फ खुशी ही नहीं मिलती, बल्कि कला एक अद्भुत अनुभव भी है. The only thing that an artist needs is a small stage to perform and an audience who appreciates the real art. I would like to thank the Indian Institute of Packaging for giving us this brilliant opportunity to please you all with our talent and efforts. I would like to thank especially the Chairman, Mr. IIP, Mr. Ram Krishna ji, and the Director, Dr. N.C. Saha, along with Mr. Shekhar Ambekar ji. Naad Tandav. What is Naad Tandav? क्या है Naad Tandav का मतलब क्या है? ये एक अनुभव है, a journey into ecstasy, of lay, ताल and नृत्य. पर इसका जन्म हुआ कैसे? Pandit Kalinath Mishra, I'm sure I don't need to introduce him anymore, but I would still like to say a few words about him. He has a great legacy to his name. He is the foremost tabla player of Banaras Gharana and one of the finest percussionists in India. His intricate knowledge of taal and lay are spellbounding, and you will see that. You will witness all of that tonight. An A-grade Indian classical percussionist and a recipient of many prestigious awards and medals, his unique style of playing has won him accolades and love from the audience all over the world. He is known for pouring in tremendous energy with nimble fingers, causing the tabla bowls to flow out in a powerful yet beautiful sound, thus giving rise to Naad. But a Naad is incomplete without Nritya. Nritya Naad की खूबसूरती बढ़ाता है. जब भगवान शंकर नृत्य करते थे, तब उस नृत्य को नाद तांडव कहते थे. आज यहाँ इस नाद तांडव को अलग अलग रंग में प्रस्तुत करेंगे 6 कथकार, जिनकी विशेषता है उनकी तालीम, जयपुर, बनारस और लखनऊ घराने की. It's an amalgamation of 3 gharanas where you will witness the Anand Tandav, Krishna Tandav, Nritya Tandav and of course the Shiv Tandav. I think I've said enough. अब मैं जिनको रंगमंच पर इंट्रोड्यूस तो मैं कर चुकी हूँ, वो ऑलरेडी आपके सामने हैं, तो मैं उनके बारे में और ज़्यादा नहीं कहूँगी। जिन्होंने 40-45 साल की सेवा अपनी कला की हो, उनके बारे में मैं और क्या कहूँ। It's better to watch him than to talk about him. It gives me an immense pleasure to present Tal Naad Tandav over here. अभी नाच तांडव की शुरुआत करेंगे, पर मैं कुछ रंगमंच पे बैठे हुए आर्टिस्ट की आपसे पहचान करा देती हूँ। सितार पर हैं श्रीमती अलका गुजर जी। She is a very senior and a very famous all over the world. She is known for her sitar playing and she is our favorite. सारंगी पर है श्री संगीत मिश्रा जी। ड्रम्स पे साथ देंगे सुधीर जंग। गट्टम पे साथ देंगे श्री शक्ति धरन और ढोलक पे साथ देंगे श्री अविनाश पटेल और अपनी सुरीली आवाज से वोकल्स और कीबोर्ड पे साथ देंगे श्री वैभव मानकर और साथ ही में तबला पर साथ देंगे श्री सत्य प्रकाश मिश्रा, who is fortunate enough to have found a guru in his father. ये पंडित श्री कालीनाथ मिश्रा जी के सुपुत्र हैं। आगे बढ़ते हुए मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहूँगी विश्व प्रख्यात पद्म विभूषण नटराज गोपी कृष्ण जी के शागिर्द पंडित राजेंद्र चतुर्वेदी जी इनको, जो पढ़ंत करने वाले हैं, और उनकी शागिर्द मिताली सोनार और अखिलेश चतुर्वेदी, जो उनके घराने की नृत्य प्रस्तुति करेंगे। मैं रंगमंच पर बुलाना चाहूँगी। Yes, all the dancers are busy dancing. I would just announce their names and then we will start on with the program. जयपुर घराने से प्रस्तुत करेंगी रीतू पवार और निशा चांदवानी, और साथ ही में लखनऊ घराना संभालेंगे श्री सुनील सुनकारा और मैं खुद। मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है कि मैं आपसे बात भी कर पाऊँ और मैं थोड़ा सा नृत्य भी कर पाऊँ। सो आई रियली होप यू एंजॉय टुडेज प्रोग्राम। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द नाद तांडव।
थैंक यू द्रुप्ति, थैंक यू वेरी मच। ओके, रेडी? कैन वी स्टार्ट प्लीज? ड्रम का हो गया, ड्रम का? अम्बेकर जी, कैन वी स्टार्ट? हेलो।